want to. The world mine if I want to.
It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll see tight end Dawson Knox. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Bills and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive down for the 49ers. The former number 3 overall pick back in 2021, it's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a play fake. Lance. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, able to record his 5th sack of the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks when you have 4 in the game last week without having some go-to moves with counters.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. In motion right is Brown. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got room. And he's He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to...
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline hoping to hit the... Between possessions last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he bowls over him. And a juke this time. And they get him down, but not... the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass. Was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check white, yellow, line, blue, check.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
On second down, Williams. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fort.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Come on, set! Ready?
On first down, Lance.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now!
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Lance now to throw.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he's got it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2. And definitely not playing the check down game.
Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for Buffalo first down. Our score after 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught left side, Williams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Miss red. Check pink. Opposite. Green. Quick. Yellow.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Back to throw. Allen. Another, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
McCaffrey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Javonte Williams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Allen to throw once more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the... And unfortunately... Get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
To throw, it's Lance.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A quick throw here out to Boyd,
and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a
Still
hold.
first down.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense... right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Yellow, check white, yellow, line.
On second down, McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready?
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Up the middle, it's Williams. able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Allen now on 1st down. Touchdown, Bills. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
Finding space at the 40.
He's at the 40, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Ready?
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lance going to try to throw for this.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And Lance now to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow.
McCaffrey running up the middle, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Here we go, set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Williams will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and now up to 14.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Lance, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On first down, Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding.
Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 28. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Lance now on first down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack on first down,
Lance.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Shot 17.
On third and long, it's Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
A big gain on the play. It's fourth down.
On the double.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
10 cycles. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So Allen's going to look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners set to take over on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Lance. Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, torso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, torso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, torso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, torso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.